Hey everyone, it's JoJo bringing you another Beyblade unboxing. Today I have a big one. This is Beyblade Burst Surge Volt Knockout Battle Set. This is everything you need to start battling with the new Speedstorm Beyblades. So I was able to find this at my local Target, which is a good thing because Speedstorm is coming to stores. So check out your local Target or maybe even your Walmart as well to see if you have them in stock. Alright, so here is the front of the packaging. We got Colossal Helios and Super Hyperion battling it out. On the right, it shows you all the contents of this set. We have the Volt Knockout Base Stadium, the two Beyblade Burst tops of course, and two launchers. And here on the back is a better detailed description of each Beyblade and the base stadium. On the left we have Colossal Helios H6, which is a balance type. It's a left spinning Beyblade, the disc is D57, and the performance tip is TSP02. And we can see all the stats on the bottom left corner. And on the very right, we have Super Hyperion H6. This is an attack type, a right spinning Beyblade with a D30 disc and the TSP07 performance tip. And it's got some pretty high stats in attack and weight on the lower right corner. And right down the middle we have the new base stadium, and just a little bit below that we could see the different names of the areas of the base stadium. So we have the surge zones, which are the two smaller pockets on the left and right, and we have the power vortex, which looks like it's the main battle area. And that's about it. Let's get this open. First, let's take a look at the new Beyblade Burst Surge Volt Knockout Base Stadium. So this shape is pretty similar to the Hypersphere Vertical Drop Base Stadium, except it's not as deep and it's not like a swimming pool. So we have two new areas of the base stadium. On the left and right we have the surge zones, which I imagine are kind of like the speed cradles from the Rail Rush base stadium, except a little bit more improved, because the Rail Rush base stadium, that had the speed cradles and it was completely enclosed, and sometimes the Beyblade would just get stuck in that center here. But with this one, it does cut out and dips back into the main area of the base stadium. So I think that's more of an improvement. So theoretically, it seems like the Beyblade would come up here and like whip around really fast and then come back into the middle of the base stadium. Alright, and so speaking of the middle of the base stadium, this is the power vortex, and it kind of just looks like a regular, battling area, but like with the red stadium, the basic Speedstorm stadium, that one has a really good dimension. It's also really deep. So this one, again, is also really deep for a Hasbro stadium, which I really enjoy. So it's not like the Beyblades are just gonna tornado stall. Attack type Beyblades will be kind of useless, but in this stadium I feel like they'd be a lot better. They would perform a lot better. And I can't wait to see that in action, which we will save toward the end of the video. And here we have the two Beyblades and ripcords and launchers. Your basic launcher that could spin left and right. And then we have Super Hyperion here and Colossal Helios. And I do have the original releases, the starter packs, which are these two right here. And I also have the Takara Tomy versions right here, which I will be doing a comparison with all of them. So I had talked about these before, but these ones are a little bit different because the one that comes in this set, these are more closer in color to the original Takara Tomy release. And that's really all I'm going to say about that when it comes to the comparison between this and the Japanese counterpart. Because, again, I have compared this before with the starters. And unlike the starters, these do not come with the chassis or the new discs from the starters. So that is kind of a downside. I don't know why Hasbro decided to just give them regular core discs. So let's see the comparison between the two. Let's start off with Super Hyperion. So here we have the storm chip and the energy layer. Pretty much the same, just different color. And here is the code for the one that comes in this set. This red one, it only comes with these 7 core disc. I mean, it's not a bad disc, but why not include the new one? This is 1A-D. Another different thing is with the performance tip. So with this starter, it came with Exceed-SPM, because this one has metal on the bottom here, and this one is just -SP, so no metal. So the full set comes with like a downgraded version of the Beyblade, but on the upside you do get the base stadium. Why that decision was made, I don't know. I would prefer to have them switched or just have them the same. Because when you have the base stadium, you have the full set, you have all of the metal on the performance tips, you have the updated chassis or the new discs. But you have to buy the separate starter if you want the new parts, or at least the parts with metal. I guess it's more of an incentive to buy the starter so you could have more parts and collect them all, I guess. But I don't know, I just would have rather had them had this come in the actual set. Because once again, you get the full effect of Speedstorm and the gimmick of Speedstorm with the stadium. Alright, so here we have Colossal Helios. This is the starter. And the one that comes in the set comes with the 10 disc. And this one is 1B from the starter. And once again, this has the metal. This is zoning-SPM versus just zoning-SP. No metal. And before I forget, here is the code for Colossal Helios. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the Beyblades, because I want to get down to the stadium and test them out. Alright, we're going to get real close up on the action here. First, a test spin with Super Hyperion. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Alright, so went to the surge zone a little bit, and it easily came out. I do like it did ride the edge around here. Because of this free spinning aspect of the performance tip, it really like glides against it really well. Now I want to check out the starter Super Hyperion with the new disc and performance tip. I want to see how it performs in the stadium, because that seemed, the first Hyperion, it seemed a little bit slow, but with the metal, the added metal, let's see how well it does. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Yeah, definitely rode that edge a little bit better than the first Hyperion, the red one. It went into the surge zone a little bit, but it easily came out of it. Now let's see how the Takara Tomy Super Hyperion performs in the stadium. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Oh! So remember, the driver on this Beyblade does have rubber on it, so it did move a lot faster, and it is heavier. So it felt like it was crashing, like the chassis was crashing against the edges here and scraping against it. Next up, we have Colossal Helios. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Nice, I like that little delay when it comes back into the middle of the stadium. And I felt like it went into the surge zones a lot better. Now, starter Colossal Helios. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Yeah, that looks a lot better because of the added weight with the metal. It rode against the edges a lot better. It just seems like it has more stamina overall. And lastly, Takara Tomy. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! performed like the first Colossal Helios. Oh, uh-oh, now it looks like it's stuck in the surge zone. I'm afraid that would happen. But oh well. And finally, let's do a test battle in this new stadium. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Big hit and a loss of stadium. Colossal Helios is your winner for the first round. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Oh, nice hit. Now it looks like Colossal Helios is the one losing stamina. Nice battle, and your winner for this round is Super Hyperion. Overall, I really like the new Volt Knockout Base Stadium. I think I like it more than the Vertical Drop Base Stadium from Hypersphere, because I feel like this is more going back to its roots, like the original or the traditional way of battling Beyblades, with some added gimmicks that I feel work a lot better. Once again, the surge zones are just kind of like the speed cradles, but a little bit more upgraded. The dimensions of the actual battle area or the power vortex is much better, much deeper. And again, I feel like it rides the rails a lot better in this base stadium. I know it's very gimmicky, but at this point, we have to think of Hasbro in that way, and you just kind of have to have fun with it. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you do, that's great, but I am enjoying this stadium so far. Now, as for the Beyblades, I do like that they are closer to their original Takara Tomy colors, but I am disappointed that it did not come with the new discs that the starters came with. Even the performance tip, it doesn't come with the SPM version of the performance tips, which I think is a weird decision. Like, if you want to hype up, if you want to push your new gimmick, why not add it with the starter battle set? That way, you're prepared. You have all you need for the Speedstorm Bay battles. So just like taking that away means you gotta just, you know, you have to buy it again, pretty much. But on the other side, if you're a collector like me, or if you want every part, every different version of each part, I guess this is also a good way to get it. But for those who are just starting and just want to get into Beyblade, I feel like they should have added, again, these parts instead of the ones without the metal. So that's a little bit disappointing. It just depends on you. I'm just thinking about the other people, again, who are just getting into Beyblade and needing a battle set or like a starter to start off with. So why not start off with the good stuff or your selling points? I don't know why that decision was made, but you know what? Oh well, that is my major critic of this set. But if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to end this video here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Beyblade Burst. See you soon.